Today's the 1st of October and it's been over a week since we checked in with the Luna coin. So today we're looking at it, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see Luna go in the near future. Let's get into it. How's it going, guys? Ryan here and welcome back to another crypto video. Today we are taking another look back at the Luna coin, one of my personal favorites. We're going to be using indicators and some technical analysis in order to make some price predictions for the coin. And I must say, from the brief glances that I have had at Luna's price action over the past few days, I'm very excited for today's video. But before we get into the analysis, guys, please remember to leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy today's video. And of course, if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. We cover crypto, stocks, investing, and wealth management. And of course, I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comment section below on Luna or the overall crypto market. But without any further ado, let's jump into the computer and start today's analysis. Welcome into the Luna chart, guys. If you're looking to buy Luna or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links in the description of today's video. But let's get into the chart. And as you can see, the last time we checked up on this was the 22nd of September. So mind my poor line, this candle right here. And you can see we shot up and we were aiming to get through a very important point of, I suppose, resistance on this day when we had dipped down and we smashed it. So let's just chuck that line in right there so you can see exactly where that is at. Just pulling that down slightly. It was about at this 29.65 mark. Wow, look what it's done since this point in time. And I must say, many other cryptos have not been able to follow this same methodology. In fact, one thing I noticed last time was we had a bit of a channel here, and you can see from this channel, from the very peak up the top here at 44.88, we dipped obviously all the way down to 23.97 roughly, and you can see we had to get up to, on that day specifically, 33.81 if we wanted to break out from this downtrend, and it happened. Incredibly, it actually did happen. You can see the next day it just absolutely smashed that point, and now we're sitting at $37.70, but from that little run there, the peak was about $41.39. So really fantastic stuff from what we're seeing here. Now that that trend's been broken, it is pretty much irrelevant to us. So what are we going to do? Well, let's put in a few more areas of support and resistance. First and foremost, I really think there is a large point of support here for us now as well at 32.79, or effectively where we broke through that point almost. You can see plenty of price action at this point, trying to get through back in the past, and as well we've bounced off these points previously, particularly with what's going on in the recent few weeks. So that is fantastic stuff. And as you can see as well, moving up, where is our next point? Well, I really think if we want to just chuck in, I suppose, a bit of resistance, let's chuck it in at this point here. And the reason I'm putting it here is due to the fact that you can see price action all the way here. You can see it's hit once on that day, then you can see as we come across, it has acted as another point of resistance on previous days in the past week as well. So I think that point at $39.64 is really a good spot for us to look at when it comes to resistance for Luna at this point in time. Now, what's going on at the moment? Well, it looks like we've effectively entered almost a bit of a channel, but in saying that, it looks like we could potentially be going in for a test. This is a hammer candle, which is indicating basically, the price was pushed down, it has bounced back up to, I suppose, this point here, and it looks like it might be continuing to go. A green hammer would be ideal, but in saying that, we did see a reverse hammer or an inverse hammer on, I suppose, 29th of September there as well, which is quite bullish. So I think just based purely on the candles at this point in time, whilst yes, we may see a slight little bit of a dip, I don't know if in the next day or so, we're going to see a test back of this point of support at about $33. But I think we might see a slight drop of the candle, then maybe the same the next day, but within the next couple of days we are definitely testing this point at $39. And as you can see, there has been massive days in the past. One here, one over here on the 10th of September as well. Luna has the potential to absolutely spike if it wants to. So overall, we really don't know what to say. It is a key point that we could just smash through within a single trading session, no questions asked. One thing I would like to point out is on these green days, you can see the volume is very, very good, and it's significantly higher than many of the other trading days. But even so, as then the price starts to dip down, we start to consolidate overall from a buying perspective as well. And you can see even on today it's a red day, but the candle is relatively small down there from a volume point of view. So overall, not looking too bad, and I am expecting potentially another little bit of a breakout. You can see what happened, I suppose, from a short-term perspective. If we take this here, a little flag pattern actually had formed, and you can see that that flag pattern broke out over, the past day or two. So you can see the flag effectively formed in this point. It was going down, touched that point, then absolutely just smashed straight through yesterday from basically the point where it broke out $34.70 all the way up to $39. So really overall looking very, very bullish. There is buying momentum there for us, which is positive. So let's bring in a few more indicators now. Of course, let's bring in our moving averages, which are very, very important. We'll bring in our short-term 20-day moving average. We'll bring in our medium-term 50-day moving average, and realistically, I like looking at our longer-term 200-day moving average as well. Chuck that one in there. You see the 200-day moving average sitting at 1673, not really providing us with any sort of, I suppose, hope or information. You can see that the 50-day moving average back on the day that we had dipped had been broken once again. We dipped below it, which was not great, but we've managed to, spike straight back up. It broke through it at $28.11, and now it is sitting at $31.98. So overall, pretty good. And now, of course, our 20-day moving average also looking very good, $35.19. Whilst yes, it's starting to plateau out a bit slightly. You can see that based on the price action that we're seeing at the moment. If we do manage to have a good breakout above this point of resistance at $39, then we will be able to smash straight through it from what I can see. So overall, from a moving average perspective, the 50 days coming up to act as a layer of support, and currently the 20-day will be acting as a point of support prior to our horizontal line of support at $33. So overall, looking very, very good. These two are getting a bit close from, I suppose, a crossing perspective, but if we do see the momentum shift upwards, I really don't think we're going to see that cross, so we'll continue upwards trending. Overall, the indicators are looking very, very good for us at this point in time. Bringing in as well, of course, our MACD. Let's have a look at that, and you can see we are about to have a crossover of our short-term EMA over the longer-term EMA. So overall, from an MACD perspective, of course, we've had our first little green shoot there. We're looking good. This is looking positive as well. That is indicating to us we're going to see some positive momentum moving forward, further supporting the price action that has been occurring and the setups with the flag patterns and whatnot as well. So overall, MACD looking extremely positive for us. Whilst yes, it's not obviously visible yet, I think potentially if we zoom in, we are starting to see that blue line just tip across, and if we see a convincing breakthrough, not just like a little touch like we've seen over here, if we convincingly see it break through and obviously have bigger green shoots, we're going to smash this resistance point at $39. So really, really good. Let's check out the RSI, of course, as well. And you can see we're currently sitting at 55.11, so we're still easily in our area of not being overbought, not being oversold. We're on obviously the upper end of it, but overall plenty of room for us to move. You can see a lot of the momentum, of course, as well. Whilst yes, we do have these big volume days, the big moves were coming off the lower volume days. So the buying and the selling, I think, is relatively similar. It's just the buyers are taking the edge, you know, in that sort of perspective. So overall, looking very, very good from there. Plenty of room for us to move, and you can see with Luna as well, there has been extended periods of time where we've sat in that overbought range, so not too worried about that. So overall, where do I think we're going? Well, to be quite frank, I don't think our price target should be $39 and, you know, 70 odd cents. I think it should be higher. I think we should be aiming for our all-time highs. But I think there is one more point of resistance at our all-time highs, and it is at about $43.56. But do I think that's going to hold up too much? Not really, because it's only been 3 trading days worth of price action across that point. So overall, I think we're going, really, let's target $45. Our all-time high. Let's target it, smash it, and go for the $50 per Luna coin mark. That could easily happen within the next couple of weeks. That wraps up today's Luna analysis, guys. If you did enjoy it, remember to leave a thumbs up, and of course, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Do you think we can achieve $50 by, you know, the end of October? I really think it is possible if we do continue to see the momentum continue to shift upwards. But of course, let me know your thoughts. If you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. We cover crypto investing, stocks, and wealth management. And of course, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.